Because you are an honest man, you may go. Oh! No, you can't. I'm a pirate. I can't just let him go.
I am just saying words that he will stand in front of the camera. I really don't have any idea what to say. There he goes. Okay.
Oh, hello there, Mr. Briggs. I wouldn't say that it's my favorite memory of you, but it is one that sticks out in my head, and it did have a big impact on my life. I very distinctly remember freshman year honors. I gave you an honors essay for Animal Farm. That I probably spent more time on that than any other essay before or since then. I invested a lot of time in that essay, and I felt like it was really good. And you gave it back, and it was an A-. And that hurt a little bit. But later, many years later, so now, I realized that you giving me an A- that didn't really affect my grade was good, because if you had told me it was an A+, I would have probably become quite complacent, because I would have felt that I was a good writer.
My favorite memory of Mr. Briggs is when we were reading Gatsby and we were at the end, and then he started crying because he thought it was just too beautiful of writing.
I gotta say, my favorite memory of Mr. Briggs is when we were doing Sound of the Fury, which was, to put it mildly, a tough book to read. Mr. Briggs just was so chill with us, chill with how we were struggling and like, why are we reading this? And it's almost as bad as Beloved. And he was able to just take that, not like, oh, this is a direct insult, my manhood, my pride is insulted. He was able to understand where we were coming from and actually broke it down for us in a very concise way.
Well, like every day in his class is a memory. That sounds kind of cheesy, but it's true. But the one thing that really sticks out in my mind is the time where in class, he literally just sat down. He was like, okay, guys, we all really don't know each other. Like, I don't know my fiance, and then that kind of got us all worried. But you know, that's a favorite memory. It's like those times when he like has like a deep, meaningful conversation about life, and that's what like I will always remember about him, is he gets really deep in class. Sometimes too deep.
My favorite moment of Mr. Briggs, well, actually, it's when he was teaching Animal Farm and him helping me discover the allegory in Animal Farm and relating it to history, and that's really when I started thinking about maybe I want to do politics for a living.
That Mr. Briggs taught us was the Othello unit, because he kept the whole class engaged with the roles of acting, and that's where I really felt a really great connection with him as a teacher and as, well, most importantly, a student.
I don't particularly have a favorite memory of Mr. Briggs, but what I like to do is that when I see him, we both like to recite lines from the movie Better Off Dead together, since we've both seen it and really like that movie.
Probably him laughing every time we told a joke. He's great.
I'm going to say that my favorite memory is the first day I met him. And then I want to say the last day I met him. But it's not my favorite memory because he's leaving me.
I enjoyed seeing the new Mad Max movie with you. That was great. And I enjoyed our long talk about life and extracurriculars and cornbread and pumpkin seeds and various strange things.
My favorite memory of Mr. Briggs, one of many, and I know that sounds cheesy, but it isn't, is us talking about motifs when I had my epiphany about motifs.
So I think that my favorite memory of Mr. Briggs ever, it's actually a series of memories. It's all the times that we acted ever in any of the plays. I loved doing the Othello play because that was so much fun, and I loved acting with him in, what is the play? The Crucible. I loved acting with him in that. Those were basically just the best moments that I remember from Mr. Briggs.
Hi, Mr. Briggs. Well, you ruined my trip to Disney World, so thank you for that. And favorite memory would have to be probably acting. Definitely acting. Your voices are really funny, and also you being my basketball coach last year. It was really awesome.
The bouncing of the ball is symbolic for the time ticking.
My favorite memory of Mr. Briggs has to be doing play practice this year and just having fun and hearing you laugh at him, laugh at different lines and having him help out.
We were doing projects and stuff and turning in active reading. At this one point, we turned in an essay, and then like 2 months later we had to turn in another essay. And there's something that he hadn't graded, and it had been like 3 weeks. And most teachers would be like, oh my god, I'm so busy, you know, that's why I can't do it. And he was like, you know what, procrastinating, god, that's so much like me.
I really liked all the stuff we did in class. That was a lot of fun.
You've taught me a lot in your time here, Mr. Briggs. I remember the day you told us that you were going to leave to Uganda, I think. You were recounting this time we met up in 9th grade with my dad and Mr. Johns about how I wasn't doing work. I was asked, why aren't you doing your work, Sam Amber? And I replied, I want to. I really want to do the work. It's just, it's not that I can't, but it's that it's so uninteresting to me. It's just painful to do.
There was a memory in 9th grade, which was a long time ago. I was very scared of Mr. Briggs. He was this very tall man who had a lot of energy and scared the snickerdoodles out of me. One day he decides that if Rachel talks, then I'm going to say something about it. So I didn't talk for a week because I was very scared of him. And when I raised my hand and I said something, he said, "She speaks!" And then I didn't talk for another 2 weeks.
Two-headed boy, all floating in glass. The sun is past, now it's blacker than black. I can hear as you tap on your jar. I am listening to hear where you... I'm going to miss you so much, Mr. Briggs! Oh my god! I'm trying to... Bye. Bye. Leave.
This is really deep and intricate. Goodbye! You, Mr. Briggs, you're gonna make a big difference in Uganda. Because you're gonna help people, and you're gonna help them learn about things like how the plot isn't actually important. And you're gonna tell people the ends of books before they read them, and they're gonna get mad at you. But then in the end, they're gonna be glad you did, because the books you chose are probably confusing enough that they may or may not have actually gotten them without you telling them. But more importantly than that, they're gonna look and they're gonna see the writing style, and they're gonna understand.
I am really proud that you are going to spend the next 3 years, giving away the next 3 years to work with people who really, really need it. And I'm just very happy that if you had to leave, those are the circumstances that are perfect for you to leave under. I mean, because we will survive and we will do fine. Those people need teachers like you, Mr. Briggs.
Mr. Briggs, goodbye. Have fun in Uganda, and I hope you inspire the kids there like you inspire us here. And I'm sure they'll have a great time with you, and you'll have a great time with them. And send us pictures.
I'm so privileged to have you as a teacher. Good luck in Uganda.
Mr. Briggs, enjoy Uganda, and remember the phrase, Hasadiga Ibawai.
It was not a memory to pass on.
I am not ready to say goodbye, which is good, because I will see you in September.
Mr. Briggs, we're all gonna miss you. Have fun in Uganda. Do some awesome stuff there.
Thank you, Mr. Briggs, for everything you've done. You are such an inspirational teacher. You have made my writing, believe it or not, improve greatly, and I thank you so much for that. And I have enjoyed having you as a teacher for 3 years, and I'm gonna miss you.
I'll miss you. You're a great teacher. Have fun.
You'll be missed a lot, and thank you so much for being my teacher.
So, Mr. Briggs, you influenced my personality, which you may probably think, you're crazy, Rachel, you're a creative person. How did I do that to your personality? Well, you actually gave me a lot of enthusiasm, because before I didn't have a lot of enthusiasm. I was afraid to go like, woo, girl power. But now, because you taught me that enthusiasm works in a classroom setting, that that it's like okay to be enthusiastic about everything and positive and always look on the bright side of things. So I'm gonna miss the fact that you won't be here, but I know the fact that you'll be impacting other people's lives, thinking the bright side.
My message for you, Mr. Briggs, is like keep spreading like good morals.
I'm gonna miss you, Mr. Briggs. You were an amazing teacher, my first teacher, and you pushed me past my limit. Yeah, I'm gonna miss you. Now, excuse me while I go outside and cry.
I hope you have a happy life with your soon-to-be new wife in Uganda, and I hope to see you again.
Mr. Briggs, without a doubt, you are my most favorite teacher out of all the teachers that I have ever had. You have enthusiasm, you bring fun to the class, you make English, which is a subject that I never really enjoyed before you, one of my most enjoyable classes. I gotta say that I have had a fantastic time in English, and I have you to thank for it. Thank you so much, Mr. Briggs. We're all going to miss you.
Get there. And that's why I take it.